1888183. Positions 1 and 2, the attorney of record is Max Chart. Is he present today? All right. In position 3, it lists Attorney Bumpus. Is that?
I should be the attorney of record of all three.
I thought so, but I'm just, what's a misunderstanding?
And that's fine. And I appreciate the court making time for us, Your Honor. We will have a negotiated plea to present to the court this morning.
Hold on 1 second. I need to get the ADA on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Chris Sperry on behalf of the state of judicial efficiency. I'll handle all three matters.
All right, thank you.
And Your Honor, I do believe that I need to sign some indictments in preparation of the plea. Do we have those in court? Oh.
Yes. So you need a few minutes, we can do something else.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that's fine.
Thank you.
We will move to the all-purpose criminal calendar. Position number 1, indictment 22 SC 182298, Janice Dillard. All right, we'll hold. Position number 2, indictment 22 SC 182298, Russell Green.
Judge, he's here. I'm not sure if they're still gatekeeping.
All right. Position number 3, indictment 22 SC 185220, Terry Relaford.
Good morning, Your Honor. Cameron Mackey on behalf of Mr. Relaford. He's present with us by way of Zoom.
And who's the ADA?
Judge Frank Marquez on behalf of the state. I'm filling in for Miss Washington today.
All right, Mr. Mackey, we're here for case management. So where are we on this matter?
That's correct, Your Honor. We have received discovery. I've not yet received an offer, but I understand Miss Washington is currently in trial, so we're going to circle back when she gets out of there. But this case is ready to be put forward to a final plea calendar.
All right, we'll move it on to a final plea calendar. You will be notified of the next court date. And if there's nothing further, all parties are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Position number 4, indictment 23 XC 191773, Jeremy Malone.
Good morning, Your Honor. Cameron Mackey on behalf of Mr. Malone. He's present with us, but he's in custody.
Position number 5 is also Mr. Malone. Indictment 24 SC 003090. Mr. Marquez, are you representing the state on both these matters?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, they're both on for case management. All right, good morning, Mr. Malone. We're here today for case management. Mr. Mackey, where are we on position 4? And then we can move to position 5.
On position 4, we have received discovery and an offer. That case is ready to go to a final plea calendar. And Your Honor, I believe that these are already scheduled for final plea in January.
Yes.
So we're expecting to do that on position number 4.
All right, position number 5 is indictment 24 SC 003090.
And Your Honor, for that case, we have received discovery this morning. There was an issue with an interview that wasn't playing nicely with the evidence.com, so the state has kindly provided me with a USB that contains that file this morning. This case is also on for final plea for January. I am going to review the interview, and if I have any additional motions, I'll file them by the end of the week.
All right, thank you. Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor, and we did extend an offer on both cases, Judge, just for the court's information.
All right, so we will look to see you all in January for final plea. If there's nothing further, all parties are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Position number 6, indictment 24 SC 004656. Kevin Mercado.
Judge, there also, Mercado, he only speaks Spanish. I requested a Spanish interpreter. I sent Mr. McKeon an email about that. I don't see one yet.
All right, we'll have a seat. We'll come back to you.
And also, Judge, position 2, Russell Green, they've let people now in the courtroom. So he's present if you wanted to return to that one.
Position number 2.
Yes, Judge.
All right, position number 2, indictment 22 SC 182298. Russell Green. Mr. Marquez, are you representing the state?
I am, Your Honor. Just so the court is aware, the state is going to be submitting a null-cross on positions 1 and 2. I thought we had already done that, but clearly not.
All right, Mr. Green, the state is announcing that they are no longer going to pursue this case against you, and they will be submitting a null process order for the court's consideration. Thank you for showing up this morning. If there's nothing further, you are excused. Position number 1 is indictment 21 SC 182298. Mr. Marquez, is that your announcement for that indictment as well?
That's correct, Judge. Just so the court remembers, this is the one where the third defendant, the other third co-defendant took responsibility for everything in the house.
All right, so that case is null process as well.
Thank you, Judge.
Position number 7, indictment 24 SC 004525. Xavier Rainier.
He's in custody, Your Honor.
Ms. Jones, is that your client?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Marquez, are you representing the state?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, it's on the calendar for plea and arraignment, so bring out the defendant, please.
Judge, I also filed a motion for bond reduction on that one.
It's not listed on the calendar.
Because she put the calendar out before I filed it.
He has a...
She put these calendars out a long time ago. I filed it,
And Judge, I would, and with all due respect to Ms. Jones, I would ask to have that set on a calendar or a specific calendar so I can bring in the victim. The victim deserves to be here.
I filed it on November 20th. I sent copies of it to everybody.
Does that include Mr. Marquez?
Yes, of course it does.
You said everybody. I don't know who that includes.
Well, it includes the relevant parties, Mr. Marquez.
All right, so
And the case
Mr.
manager.
Marquez, Ms. Jones is asserting to the court that she gave you a copy of her notice.
And if she electronically filed it, I don't doubt that at all. The only thing being, Judge, because it's set for a plea and arraignment, not necessarily a bond reduction, that's the only reason that I would ask for a particular date on that.
All right, so let's deal with plea and arraignment, and according to you, Ms. Jones, he already has a bond, correct?
He has a $10,000 bond, but the bond order reads $11,000. So yes, he does have a bond.
All right, as to indictment 24 SC 004525, We're here for plea and arraignment, Ms. Jones. What are we doing?
Waive formal arraignment under a plea of not guilty.
Right, so the court will enter a scheduling order. You will be notified of the next court date. Ms. Jones, I'm going to come back for the bond reduction and give Mr. Marquez an opportunity to reach out to the victim. So we're going to hear it today. We're just not going to hear it right now.
I hear it today? Okay.
Yes.
I understand. I was just clarifying, Judge. Let me say this as well. There is a non-complex case that should have already been transferred to this courtroom. I'm not sure why they're dragging their heels. That case number is 23 SC 191544.
Non-complex does what it does. Delay, delay, delay.
Well, it was already delayed when I picked up this case, and I've been in communication with them for a while, and I can't figure out why they haven't submitted that. And I'm concerned about that one because that one is a criminal damage to property in the second degree. The discovery I see in the file from the non-complex attorney suggests that it's a misdemeanor at best, and he's been in custody for quite a long time. You've been in custody since May of 2023? That's 2024?
Yes.
He's been in custody since May 29th of 2024.
6 months later.
And then he did some time on that case last
On
year.
the 24 SC 004525 or on the 23 SC 191544?
He got picked up on the 24 case, Judge,
Okay.
and then he's also being held on that 23 case.
They never set a bond in the 23 case?
He has a bond, and that's been reinstated.
All right, okay.
And Judge, just so the court is aware, and there was an ex parte filed on the 23 case. So it was under judicial hold status for a little bit.
Right, and when I got the file, I met with my client, determined that that request had been made in error. It's been withdrawn, and so it's ready to come here. I'm not really sure what they're waiting for,
All right,
but there's been a lot of dragging their heels on that case.
you can look into that while we wait for Mr. Marquez to speak to the victim,
Okay.
or have someone in his
Come back
office
up.
speak to the victim.
Thanks.
All right, position number 8, indictment 24 SC 004916, Rodney Jackson. Who's representing the state?
Judge, that's Mr. Wittenauer's case. However, for purposes of this calendar, I'll make the announcement.
All right, so this is on for plea and arraignment. Ms. Jones, what are we doing?
We're going to waive formal arraignment, enter a plea of not guilty.
All right. The court will notify the parties of the next court date.
Thank
The
you, Judge.
scheduling order will be put in place.
Thank you, Judge.
If nothing further, all parties are excused. So we're going to move to the final plea calendar, indictment 23 SC 186907, Marquisha Knox.
Judge, she is present today. I'll ask her some time just to go out and retrieve her.
All right, let's go to position number 2, indictment 22 SC 185436, Jawan Gaston. I don't see Ms. Rondon, so we'll come back to that. Position number 5, indictment 24 SC 001933, Javion Outlaw.
Good morning, Your Honor. Camera back, yeah. Mr. Outlaw.
Is he present?
He,
Okay.
And Your Honor, this is on for final plea, and we have a negotiated plea. I was in the middle of completing paperwork when Your Honor came on the bench, so if I could finish
Go
the
ahead.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
That'll give me enough time to go call my victim on that other case.
You ready?
Oh, Your Honor, I'm sorry, I still need to go back there.
Oh, okay. Not a
I'm
problem.
going to follow.
We have other cases.
Attorney General. Deputy.
Yours are coming.
Excuse me. Go to position number 6. Indictment 24 SC 001711 Beverly Range. Is Ms. Rondon? Okay. Ms. Let's try position number 3, indictment 22 SC 185439, Jaquila Carter.
Judge, I'm going to try to get in touch with him. I expect him today.
All right, position number 4, indictment 24 SC 001756,
Custody?
Tashawn Hodge.
He's in custody, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Marquez, are you representing the state?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Hodge. This is indictment 24 SC 001756. Ms. Jones is present representing Mr. Hodge. Mr. Marquez is representing the state. The calendar reflects we're here for a final plea What are we doing, Ms. Jones?
Mr. Hodge is going to maintain his not guilty plea, Judge.
All right.
Just
Any outstanding issues, Ms. Jones?
not that I can think of right now, Your Honor.
All right. With that being said, you will be put on a trial calendar and be notified accordingly. If there's nothing further, all parties are excused. All right, let me go back to that.
Judge, can I have 2 minutes to?
Sure.
Thank you, Judge.
Is Attorney Lewis present in the courtroom?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Lewis?
Yes.
Okay. Before you arrived, the state announced that on indictment 22 SC 182298, Janice Dillard, that they are going to null process that case.
Judge, of course you know I have no objection. And it is good to see you. I saw the meeting here and I said, oh, they think you were on the bench too. And he told me this was something else. So.
Of course.
Judge, is it possible to have this matter sealed without a formal motion, or do I need to send that? I can do that.
As long as the state isn't objecting, so you can get with the state.
Okay, I'll do that.
Mr. Marquez just stepped out, but you can send him an email or follow up.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think it'll be a problem since they're not proceeding.
Yes, ma'am. Sounds good. Thank you, Judge.
All right, if there's
My
nothing.
business being concluded, my client and I be excused.
I was just about to say, unless there's something further, all parties are excused.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Have a great day.
You too.
Merry Christmas.
Deputy Hudson, let me know when something's ready.
I will, Your Honor.
and go do something else. Forgot it.
Oh, there you go.
It's a fish shows. No, cancel Christmas. Again?
How you doing, Ed? Oh. That's nice to hear. It is today, because John's stuff, but either way, we're withdrawing the motion. Okay. Sorry.
So you just need to come out.
Yeah, so that he knows, his attorney knows, and she knows that we're not actually gonna hear that today. Oi.
Probably complete page. I see you guys. You know, I got you. I'm not the same with this condition, and I'm saying, no, thank you.
May have a plea on Hodge. Not negotiable.
Minimum is 10.
Thank you.
No.
I didn't know that.
Armed robbery. Well, I mean, you should.
Huh?
Oh, I guess, okay. I was thinking Fulton County.
Unnegotiated?
Huh?
It's so bad.
Well, I mean, he knows what the minimum is too, so that's what, obviously, that's what you would be asking for.
Well, you're not that far apart.
I'm unfair to play though, because I just spent an inordinate amount of time in on Taylor Boulevard. That's like
I'm aware. I was in the back before. There you go.
Nothing wrong with it.
I'm resident.
I give you the sheets.
Yes.
This one. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
So listen, I have a supervisor, he's outside right now, and he lives in Saints. I mean, he's in Saints, but he lives in Saints. And I know they told us they were changing, they just sent this information, but I haven't got it locked down. So, yes, we were really just putting stuff
She came out. She been there like 15
Excuse me, is Attorney Matthew available?
He's in the back. He'll be there in a minute.
Okay. All right. His client would like to speak with him in a breakout if it's possible.
Which client?
His client name is Range Copeland here at ACDC.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there anybody?
Sorry.
If you're good, all good, so you go in. I'm going to take the screen. I'm ready. So you can start. All right, you sure?
Ms. Copeland, can you hear me?
Go ahead, Attorney Matthew.
Okay. Ms. Copeland, because they didn't bring you over today, which is fine, I'm going to have to come back out and see you before the end of the week, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Attorney Matthew, this is Officer Milton. Is when the judge comes back on the bench, are we going to be seen right away? Because I have another court that I have to attend.
I can let the judge know.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
You're good?
Yeah.
Carlos not around. Carlos really quick, he said, call me, he said, learn how to speak.
He ain't got it yet.
You gonna stay right here, Mr. Spear? Okay, we look like a dog.
Who put on next?
You doing yours first?
The deputy at ACDC was asking that we,
Who is that?
position 7 on the final plea calendar, sorry. That's the deputy over at ACDC was asking that we do it. I like that arrangement.
No.
It's a plea?
No.
Who's a plea?
Easy.
Or what's a plea?
We're going to see the court come to order.